Hello, my name is Robert Miller, and this is lesson 2 of Prelude of the Beatitude series, Beyond Mastery. In lesson 1, we looked at the crowd and the committed climbers and how it's not a sermon on the mount, but a conversation. And we required all of us to place ourselves in this place of ignorance and inclusion, accepting the Santa Claus with an E, that we will accept the premise that we don't know. And perhaps this Jesus isn't historical or literal or a deity, and it doesn't require us to accept that any more than the climbers who were climbing in this story had understood fully that this was a deity. We don't require that. And so Santa Claus, this can be the Santa Claus story. It is a mythical story with a moral dimension that we can use to form a more whole us, to embrace more significance and meaning in our life through this story. Now, the water skiing lesson 1 in Prelude, we set the scene. Lesson 2, we're deep sea diving. Now, the person who helped me form this, I take someone through each of my series and they choose the deep, how we go deep. We're going to submerge this topic of the climb, and the climb is an experience in and of itself. Now, I love mountaineering, I love hiking and all the different terrain. For summer holiday this year in 2026 in August, we're about to leave tomorrow to go to California and Yosemite and Sequoia. And we're going to spend time in the mountains, we're going to spend time in the national parks, and then we're going to the beach. We're going to have fun, we're going to relax, we're going to unplug. But that's not always the way I've climbed. Sometimes I've gone to climb with some really phenomenally experienced people. And the first thing about the climb I want you to get is the purpose. Tomorrow I leave, and for pleasure I'm going to the park. For pleasure, not for purpose. And that is wonderful, and to relax and to vacate my life. And it's great to be with my wife and son and to spend time together in the beauty of creation. But the climb we're talking about in Prelude, in the conversation of the Beatitudes with this deity, this man, Jesus, is that these committed climbers are listening to a conversation and they're climbing with Jesus because they believe that Jesus is the best climber. They believe he has the most insightful things to say about life and about them and about their life. And that they want to climb with Jesus because Jesus is the best place to be. Where else will we go? We don't particularly like you at times, or certainly don't understand you, but where else will we go? So this climb is not like what I'm about to do for my summer holidays in 2026 in California. This beautiful, wonderful, relaxing, physically demanding hike with my son who's 12 and my wife. Okay? No. This has got purpose. We're climbing for a reason. And the climb itself, if you're just there for education, leaving the crowd makes no sense at all. Putting the effort and the discomfort and putting all the energy in to being ignorant and inclusive and to walk with a being you do not fully comprehend, no matter if you've been following Jesus and Christianity for your lifetime. I've been a minister for half my life. I have devoted 31 years of my life to following hard after Jesus. I don't understand Jesus. The longer I walk with Jesus, the less I understand. But this I understand. He's the best thing I've ever followed. I have no other alternative. And so I follow what Jesus is saying because of the purpose of listening and walking and journeying. So as you're in this prelude and we're setting you up for the 8 Beatitudes, descriptive, prescriptive, imperative, I need you to realize that don't do this casually. It makes no sense to be uncomfortable casually. Don't go on holiday with Jesus up the mountain. That makes no sense at all. Do it for a reason. Many of you are here because you've been invited into this idea of beyond mastery, that the purpose of the climb, you've experienced success. You know what it's like to achieve results. But you're reaching a point where you're beginning to question, what else is there beyond mastery? What is there beyond success? If all there is success, is that it? Was that it? And so this This climb you're in is for that purpose of exploring what is beyond. What is beyond achievement? And for some people, I devoted my life to following a religious figure, a belief system, Christianity, my mythology of Christianity. I devoted my life. Half my life has been given over as a professional Christian to help other people understand my faith, okay? And invite people into my faith. So I'm committed to Christianity. But if all it was is I'm really good at that, then there is not enough. That's not enough. And you hear go, whoa, it's been in 5 minutes, 37 seconds, Robert, and you're still talking about it's not enough. Yeah, if you get nothing from lesson 2, that big idea is if all you do is be successful and you're climbing just to climb, this is going to get really redundant really quickly. It's going to be irritating to be challenged from where you know the answer to something where you can't know an answer. If all you're doing is climbing because you want to tick a box, you want to be successful, or you want to impress the person who invited you, then this is a stupid reason to climb. Okay? Go do something else. There are easier ways to fill a couple of hours of your life. But if you want more, if you want to delve into meaning, then it's worthy of the climb. And the purpose is meaning, not adding another thing you're successful at, not adding another badge to your Boy Scout uniform, okay? This isn't about gaining another badge. This is about leaning into meaning, to significance, that layer of knowing who you are, okay? Secondly, like we're doing it for a reason. But like my holiday this week coming up, God willing, there is pleasure. I know it. Like I'm so excited. I haven't been to Yosemite or Sequoia, and I know, but I have been to the beach in California. The Pacific is beautiful. We'll go whale watching. There is pleasure on the journey. And I think this is a part we lose, that the invitation to climb with Jesus, the invitation to climb with me and together with you, and to explore meaning beyond success, beyond mastery. There are vistas that are going to open up that I want you to know, whoa, there are vistas that are going to open up that are staggering. There are going to be perspectives that you go, whoa, I want to sit in that. That the images in each lesson, the activation narrative, this video, the conversation you're going to have together or with me are going to open up vistas, perspectives, and you go, I just want to stay here for a minute. If you do the integration work on the last page properly, you're going to have some reflection time, a breath of awe, and you reach back into the past week and you go, oh wow, that's staggering. Wow, that's staggering. How did I wow. And there's a moment in climbing in the mountains that's worth the whole 10, 15 hours of effort if you're up in the big stuff. It's like, oh, that took my breath away. Whoa. I don't even know what to do with that. My wife and I went for our 20th wedding anniversary to Utah, and wow. That's just all I'm saying is wow. The vistas that opened up in our hikes were just wow. And I expect that this upcoming week, another wow. And we were in Sedona and Grand Canyon and Monument Valley for spring break. We're doing a lot of nationals this year. Oh, wow, wow. And can you lean in? If you're doing this study and you don't get wow, you didn't do it right. You're climbing up into ignorance, and your success isn't the point. You're reaching for something beyond mastery, beyond success. If that doesn't open up vistas for you every week, you're not doing it right. Next week, we're going to pull up a treasure of the people you climb with are themselves a part of the climb. Thank you very much.